on now. You can't even do this. Look.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Don P, the West Coast host with the most, right here on the Riding and Smoking podcast, the world's first mobile podcast, where we go around interviewing the dopest humans in the world. We might pull up to an event near you. But today, I got some special guests. One of the craziest men I ever met in my whole life. Dude got like a baby tiger lion living with him and stuff. Like, he's crazy. You've seen him on BBC. You've seen him on TV. You've seen him everywhere. But you also seen him doing his thug thizzle as Midzotics.
That's right.
Midzotics. Matt, what's up with it, Matt?
What's up, Don? How are you?
Come on, man. It's good to see you, Matt Shotwell, in the building.
Bro, thanks for having me on.
Come on, introduce yourself.
I'm Cheyenne.
We got Cheyenne here as well. We're
Come on.
twinning today.
I see that you guys are luxury twinning in your full jumpsuits. Is there a Midzotic car here somewhere?
We didn't bring the car. I wasn't sure about the parking.
Yeah,
And
situation.
this is a whole new venue for the Emerald Cup. So
Right.
we erred on the side of caution because it is Oakland.
It is.
Not trying to have my whip get bipped.
Bipped.
And it's
Yep.
happened before. So
For sure.
we
To
took
all of us, even the mayor, nobody's above the bip.
nobody beats the bip.
Nobody
Yeah.
beats the bip.
Wanted to bring the bus, the canna bus.
Oh.
but the parking lot was shut
No,
down.
the cannabis is. I love the cannabis, man. I had so many good times on there. Like, what's up with the cannabis?
Well, it's problematic from time to time because it's an old party bus. We put a lot of miles on it, and you've seen it everywhere. You've
I have.
partied on it so many
I
times.
have.
It's been to Burning Man 2 times. It's
Yeah.
been to Las Vegas. It's been to the Mexican border. It's been to the Canadian border. It's been on the ocean. It's been in this, it's been in the sand,
Yeah.
so it's been everywhere.
Wow.
And so it breaks down from time to time now. And so it's constantly an adventure to see if we're going to make it to our destination.
Always an adventure. But I was thinking while you were telling me all the places that the bus went, you was there. How's it been being Matt Shotwell, just traveling and doing all this Midzotic stuff? I mean, it's cool, man. Like, we talk about brands all day, bro. But today I want to talk about you. How you doing?
Man, how am I doing?
I'm just saying, as far as Matt Shotwell, the brand.
The Matt Shotwell, the brand, well, I'm trying to take what I've learned in California and take it to other markets.
Yeah.
And so everybody here in Cali, if you've been in the game for 10 or more years, you know a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And so I want to, take that intellectual property, that trade secrets, that game and knowledge to other markets like New Mexico, where we've taken the brand,
Yeah.
partnered up with Happy there, and then to Washington, D.C.,
Yeah.
and getting Midzotics into retail stores there, and
Yeah.
hopefully working with manufacturers to get manufactured goods made in the district to retail shops.
See, that's what I meant. Like, I know that behind brands, there's purpose a lot of times, right? Right?
Yeah.
So, I just
There
wanted
has
to,
to be.
yeah, I wanted to hear a little bit more about the purpose. So thank you for just sharing that, because that let me know, like, what a lot more about what your purpose is. Because, like I said, people talk about brands all day and they might just be trying to push a brand on you, but I know you move with purpose. That's crazy. Why you got a Lynx?
Man, that's my boy. It's just my trap cat. That's
It's
the,
just shy.
What?
Nuage is his name. Nuage the Lynx.
Yo, he's crazy cool though. I seen him. I'm not gonna lie. He's bigger. If you see him on Instagram, trust me, he's a lot bigger in real life than you think he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if when you get into the editing later, you can insert shots of the boysenberry bobcat off of his Instagram, some editor notes.
Right.
And sometimes we dye him blue, and then more often we leave him white. But he's a
Yeah.
7-clawed, blue-eyed, white lynx hybrid, and he goes by the boysenberry bobcat, which is the name that Riff Raff came up with. And so when
That's
Riff
right.
Riff picked his first strain, when we created the brand Riff Zotics for Jody High Roller, I said, oh my God, I have this cat. It's going to be the perfect collab to have my cat collab with Riff Raff, collab with Midzotics, and thus another great marketing play was enacted.
This is what I mean, bro. You're a genius, bro. I just gotta tell you, bro. I gotta give you your flowers. I know you over the years, and I see you come up with so many different cool things. I know you've seen it too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you a genius, bro. How you come up with this shit, bro?
I don't know. I feel just blessed that like I'm just a creative person and I've
Yeah.
got some people around me that, love and support me and help me bring these ideas to fruition
Could
because
never do without the
it's
team, right?
I could never do it and I've tried to do it by myself and I've failed. And
Yeah.
I've learned those humble lessons of that it does take a team and you can't do it on your own and if you try you're going to fail and it's not going to have the sauce that it did before with the team that made it saucy. So.
Right. And giving people their flowers and giving them their responsibility and their credit and all that stuff, right, comes
Yeah.
along with making sure your team is solid and they stick around and rock with you. I
Yeah.
think that's important, you know what I mean? How important do you think it is to do that?
I mean, it's the most important thing because if
Right.
you don't have a team behind you, you're gonna be struggling and struggling. And in this industry, you have a million different jobs anyways.
Right.
And so it's just not gonna be possible without a team. And learning how to build that team, and like you were saying, learning how to treat your team and learning what your team needs and learning how to humble yourself. And
Right.
that's a whole process in itself. And personally watching the brand just kind of like go through that. I'm kind of more on the back end. I do a lot of the regulations and licensing and compliance stuff. And
Yeah.
so we've
All
gone
the
through
cool stuff. All the super cool stuff.
the group for sure. So it's just been great watching the team develop and being a part of an industry in California, to where we are one of the most mature cannabis industries in the world.
Right.
And, taking that wisdom and knowing where the industry is going in other states and
Yeah.
knowing where the industry is going, where legalization is just happening right now. And so we know what's going to happen if they cap licenses or if they don't. We know, and so it's going to be really cool to see Midzotics. And I feel like at the time of like a pinnacle time of breaking through that glass ceiling
Yeah.
of okay, we need to go into different states and help develop the market there, be a leader in the market, as well as the purpose and kind of the goal of Midzotics is providing regular people with good products that exotic for the mid price.
Yeah, exactly.
And so
Exotics.
and just watching the brand develop, watching the Matt develop as a person.
Oh yeah, nah. Come on, man.
Yeah.
We all growing up, you know what I'm saying, before everyone's eyes.
We are.
Hey, the Midzotics is a crazy ass name. How did you even come up with that? Because I remember you didn't used to be like the king of the mids or something
King of
like
Mids,
King
yeah.
of Mids. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
One of my first.
You remember the king of mids? That was a good one right there. The king of when I first heard that, I was like, okay, own that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I mean, somebody's got to own it, and we had to make mids cool. You know what I mean? Because nobody wanted to touch it, and I was like, "Yo, there's millions in the mids. Everybody is mids.
come on, the mids work sometimes.
Yeah,
man.
we're all middle class, trying to be exotic. So it's the brand for everybody. Sprinkle a little exotic on your mids ass life with your mids wife, with your mids kids.
Yeah,
all that.
come on, man. That's what's up.
Inflation is
Yo, wait. So that is that one of your raps from your song?
No, that was just off the top.
You freestyling and shit, bro. We just got a fresh freestyle bar from Matt. Oh,
I don't freestyle. I don't rap for
come
free.
on, man. Damn. We got a dope ass bar. Hey, but what was that song you did with Riff Raff?
Smoking on Midzotics.
That was
That was a
hard.
jam. Yeah, it's on Apple Music. It's on Spotify. It slaps. Got a little 250,000 views, plays on the YouTube channel. Some
Shouts
mids
out
numbers.
to Riff Raff.
Some
you know
mids
what I'm
numbers.
saying?
Mids
You
numbers.
did some mids numbers, huh?
Yeah, he put me in the rap game. I put him in the trap game. So we did a little swap.
That's crazy. You
He's
still
coming to
doing
Cali
it?
next week. He's on tour with Limp Bizkit right now.
Oh yeah, Limp Bizkit is coming.
The Loserville tour. And so Limp Bizkit, Riff Raff, a couple other artists, they'll be performing next week at Concord Pavilion here in the Bay. If this airs in time. And
Right.
then San Bernardino next. And then Riff has another show in Hollywood on Sunset at Whiskey A Go Go.
I know Whiskey a Go Go.
Which is a great
I know
venue.
that spot. I know that spot.
I got
Yeah, I
to
rocked that spot before for sure.
I got to perform there with Riff last year on stage, which was just legendary. Shy was there to see it.
Yeah,
And I was like, I can't believe I'm in Hollywood on stage rapping with Riff Raff
crazy.
Yeah.
at 40. This is crazy.
It was just a dream come true. Period.
Yeah, a little midlife crisis. Check out.
No, it
Real.
was really cool because we afterwards, after he performed with Riff, we were all in the green room, hanging out afterwards, and just the nostalgia of how many people have been in this green room.
Yeah. We're like,
You're
yeah.
in this green room with Riff Raff, and
Nah, that's dope.
it
That's a
was
dope experience. Yeah, that's
cool.
people don't like people blow off those type of moments nowadays because everybody's so cool and they influencers and stuff. You know what I mean? And everybody's so famous. But I think it's something like really like dope to really take in those first moments and all those things like and enjoy it. Like really feel good. Don't let nobody make you feel bad for enjoying your first moment like you had to already did it 5 times already. Like, nah, this is my first time and I'm fucking loving it.
Yeah,
You know?
a memory.
Is that how you felt?
Yeah, I mean, I still sometimes get caught up in the moment, and then I have to get back to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I can't believe it's kind of it's surreal in a way.
You
You're
did
like,
that though.
Yeah, I did that. I did
Yeah.
that thing, and I think back about it. I'm like, damn, I went on tour with Riff Raff and performed with him multiple cities all around California on multiple separate tours.
Yeah.
And I was like, I never thought I'd be doing that at 40 years old, rapping on stage. You know?
Come on, that's crazy, bro. You don't put no age cap on none of the shit you doing, man. Like, don't even think about it like that. Because really,
True.
bro, what was that Walk the Line dude's name? Johnny Cash. He dropped the album at like 100 or something, wasn't he? I don't know how old he was, but that
was like 50s or
nah, 50s. Hell nah. He was like damn near like 80 something. Like, yeah, Johnny Cash. Like he dropped the album and then like a couple months later or like 6 months later, then he passed away. But he was like, yeah, last album, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out of here. Y'all think I can't make an album at 70 something, 80, whatever? Boom. Dropped the whole album and then dipped. All I'm saying is, bro, don't put no cap on it because these guys are still touring from Bon Jovi or whoever, right? Whatever.
Right, you're right, you're
The
right.
dudes is like up there, like, triple, quadruple, quadruple OGs,
Yep.
right?
Uh-huh.
Quintuple OGs up there. Like, bro, never put in no caps.
Yep, no cap
You
on
go
the age.
hard though, Matt. For real, bro.
I got to get on to my next mids personation.
Yeah, you
my
got
next
all this
rapper
shit.
one.
And you doing comics. Like, I'll be laughing at your little comics and shit, bro. Your comics be raw as fuck, bro.
Yeah, Jacob and I make those. They're fun to make. We need to put out a new comic.
Man, come on, man. Shouts out to you with all the stuff that you do. Thank you for all the support that you've shown me over the years. Come on, bro.
Hell
All
yeah.
the cool things we done, side deals, moves, plays,
Remember,
everything. We did hella stuff, man. You know, you my brother, man. And I want to see nothing but more success for you, Matt.
thanks, bro.
You know, and you got Shy with you, so you winning, Yeah, she
It's shoddy and shy, you know.
Shotty and Shy, Shy back there doing the numbers and shit, you know what I mean? All the cool work, you know what I'm saying? All the stuff, you know what I mean? The glamorous shit, you know?
Behind every successful trap lord,
Come on.
there's a smart woman back
Of
there
course,
doing
man.
some
There's
numbers.
somebody back there helping, man. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, shouts out to you guys. Why don't you tell them what's like the next new thing that you got coming or anything like?
So we got the Riff Raff tour coming up, the Loserville tour in California starting next week. It's been all across the country. So if you're a Riff Raff or a Limp Bizkit fan, pull up to that. We've got Cannabis Wise. We've got Hall of Flowers coming up in a few weeks
Yep.
at Sonoma County Fairgrounds. There's the Network show in LA coming up in the next couple weeks.
Moving around.
I'm not going to Burning Man this year. So if you're
So
going,
before we get out, bro, Burning Man. I saw your Instagram. I saw some of the stuff you were sharing about Burning Man. What the fuck happened, Matt?
everything was cool until it fucking rained, and it never rains there. And so it turned the bottom of the playa into a giant mud pit, and everybody got stuck. 80,000 people got stuck. People started freaking out. People were like, we're going to run out of water. The trucks couldn't get in, food, fuel, shit tanks, trucks, all that. So they started getting this little bit of panic. Diplo and Chris Rock were there and fucking dipped out. Diplo dipped out and created this mass exodus of people. A bunch of my friends all left and fucking left me. But I'm like, I'm self-sufficient. I was good. I posted up in that bitch.
Would you drove a camper out there or something?
I did. I have a travel trailer with dual slide outs. It's a nice 30-footer. So I was living large. I'm like in a house, in an apartment. It's baller. For the playa, for Burning Man, it's like top tier living. Air
Come on,
conditioning,
for
shower,
real.
toilet. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And my homegirls that all came all pussed out on me and freaked out. And I was like, oh, you girls. But it's good. It's good. A lot of people left. I'm glad they made it out safe. I toughed it out. I'm proud of myself.
So you just stayed.
I stayed and toughed it out, waited till the dirt dried, and then took all my wet ass shit home.
Period.
Yep.
That's what's up, bro. I'm glad you, man. That's a crazy story. What happened during that time while you was there with all the mud? Was it hard to like get around?
You couldn't get around. People developed these new way of walking in the mud. They just took their shoes off and just wore their socks actually in the mud, and you're up to your ankles in mud everywhere because like bikes wouldn't work, shoes it would.
I saw you on a bike. Weren't you on? Didn't you like?
We were on a bike until it rained. Then there was no more biking. Then it was just mud city everywhere. And so you could really only travel maybe a couple camps over because you were so limited by how much mud there was. You'd just be exhausted, and then you're going to these mud parties. Everyone's taking their shoes off outside.
Mud parties?
Yeah.
So they just turned it into a mud party. They just said,
yeah, people were not going to stop partying. The drugs kept flowing.
Yeah,
the music kept popping.
Oh, yeah. Mud party.
Yeah, just keep the mud out the drugs and we're going to be good. And that's Playa Magic there.
Yeah, that was real Playa Magic.
I'm taking the year off. I've been doing some reconnecting with God and myself and leaving some of all the worldly shit I've been involved in for a long time.
Yeah.
Which at the time I got a lot of fulfillment and have the best memories of.
Of course.
But, at 43 now, after going through taking my mom to chemotherapy and kind of getting sensitive to the mortality of life, and really makes you start to value things differently. You know what I mean? It's like, going to Burning Man, I don't need to do that. I've done that 5 times.
Yeah.
I want to be home with my family, or I want to focus on my business.
Yeah.
Or, I want to get, closer to God and
talk, man.
Let go of some of the shit that like hasn't been serving me for a long time, and try to mature and grow into the best version of myself.
Absolutely, man. That's crazy. Grow into the best version of yourself. I think that's one of the dopest things you said today.
Well, one other thing I got to give a drop to, and we got to make sure this gets in the cut, is shout out to the Legacy Market Equity Trade Network. They're the reason why Midzotics is here inside of Emerald Cup, along with 30 other brands from the social equity space, brands that have been negatively affected by the war on drugs, raided, robbed, arrested, lived in areas where the police flexed extra hard, or just, didn't get a fair shake. There's a broad spectrum of folks in the social equity group, and none of us would be able to afford to have booths in there. They're 10, 20 grand a booth. You know what I mean? So when you're a small company, that's a lot of bread. And then you got to staff it and then man it, and it can be 20 grand upwards. So, Ramon and Nina that put together the social equity group, the Legacy Market, have really created a space for all us thousandaire hustlers to come together and go toe to toe with the biggest companies and be at the same events and the same stage. And so the equity market is on the Embark tour as well.
That's
so
tight.
shout out to Embark for embracing the equity group and letting us all participate.
Wow. Super shout out to the Legacy group. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, because you definitely need somebody looking out in these times, in this economic times, right?
Yeah, when I got raided in 2012, I got arrested, federal raid, all the IRS, DEA, all the agencies, they fuck your shit up. They ruin your life.
Yeah.
And it's nice to get some recognition for that, 10 years later, that, hey, we're going to give you a spot. You pioneered some shit.
Right.
You went through some shit, and now you're going to get a little kickback for that. So that's kind of nice. It's
hey,
it's nice. It's nice.
Hey. You know what I mean?
I'll take it.
I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man.
Yeah.
Love you, Matt, man. Glad you came through, bro.
Yeah,
Thank you, Shy. Yeah, for real. Yo, this was super dope, extra special for me, because this guy right here to me is somebody that I really admire, somebody who I believe is a branding genius. So I watched a lot of his stuff myself, and I learned a lot from this guy. So shouts out to Matt Shotwell from Midzotics. Thank you, Shy, for coming through. This your boy Don P, the West Coast host with the most. This the Riding and Smoking podcast. We out here in Oakland, California at the Emerald Cup. The Emerald Cup, man. You know what I'm saying?
20th anniversary of the Emerald Cup. Shout out to Tim Blake and the whole Emerald Cup team.
Shout out to Tim Blake, the 20th anniversary of the Emerald Cup, and we are excited. Can't wait to see whatever happens tonight and tomorrow, right?
Let's go.
We lit all weekend. Yee, we out of here.
Come on now, you can't even do this. Look.